Everyone, and welcome back to another video. So recently, depending on when you're watching this video, you would have heard all about the iOS 14 update. This was an update that Apple done to their iPhones, and basically what it means is customers can opt out of data tracking, which inevitably messes up your Facebook ads. Now, you could just target Android users if you wanted to, but again, there's still a lot of people, or what you need to do is fix it, which is to add and verify your domain for your store, and then you need to add an additional 8 purchase conversion events. So if you can see on my screen here, you can see in the ad account that we've got for our pet shop, it's asking me to review the pixel. This is a different pixel, by the way, but it's the same message applies, asks you to review it and to add the 8 conversion events. So what you actually have to do is you have to verify the domain, so you can use the domain within your ads, and then you have to add the conversion events onto the domain and to the pixel. So what you do is you come across to here, to all tools, and you want to click on brand safety. And then within brand safety, if we just get rid of all this crap. So you can go through these on your own, or you can pause the video. This is the account here. So it shows you different brand phases, shows you different inclusions. So this is different things, no blocks. But what we actually want to do is we want to pick the domain. So these are your ad accounts, block list, inclusion. So this is actually at ad account level, at a business ad account manager level. So what we'd do is if we go to business settings, and then if you click on brand safety here, you'll see the domains, right? And then these are a list of clients' domains, or domains that sites that we already own that are verified. So what you do here, you'd want to click on that add button, okay? And then you want to put the actual name of your store. So for us, it is formydoggo.com, and then we click add. And then now what it's saying is look, that domain's not verified. What you need to do is you need to verify the domain. Now this is where you have to do a bit of coding. So what you need to do, for those of you who have purchased stores from us, you can reach out to us and we'll do that for you. For those of you who build in your own stores, follow this process. It is easy enough to do, and you just do it with your own Shopify account, because we won't have access to that. Is you want to copy this meta tag here. So just click on copy, okay? And then you want to come to your Shopify store. So this is our store. Then what you want to do here, you want to go to actions, and then you want to go to edit code. Okay, and you want to edit it in the main one, which is called theme.liquid. And then what, if we follow the instructions, it's telling us that we need to paste it within the head tags of the homepage section. So if we look here, there's the start of the head section. Okay, there, and then if we scroll down, there's the end of the head section. So basically how a website is designed is with a head, a middle, and a footer, just like we are as a person. We have a head, we have a body, and we have feet, right? Same principle. What we want to do is we want to add it into the top of the course, and top of the HTML code, sorry, and we want to add it around about here. So you can see there's the meta tags for the robot follow files, and then there's other meta tags for mobile. So what we want to do is we just want to press enter, because you want to leave that space in, and we just want to paste it here. So you can see that's the domain name. For you geeky people out there, if you want to know what that does, is anything within the arrows is a HTML command. So meta means meta title, metadata. So meta title, meta description, meta tag in this aspect. The name of it is Facebook domain verification, and the content is a unique code that's just for me, which is to confirm this here. Okay, so once I've done that, I'm going to click save, and if all being well, there's no issues, it will save properly, right? And then what we want to do is we want to have a look onto our store, because Facebook can take, Shopify can take a couple of moments to do it. If you right click over your store, it may not allow me here. You want to click view page source. And then what we're looking for is we're finding the meta title details here, which is that bit here. Yeah. So you can see here. And then what we're doing is we're trying to find where the Facebook is. So you can go through it that way, or you can do what's called, if you've got a Mac like me, just use Command and F. If you've not got a Mac, buy a Mac, because Windows PCs are rubbish. But if you buy a Mac, do Command and F, and then just do Facebook, and you can see there is the title there, so it's showing us there, it's there. So we can see it's, whoa, it's a bit fast, but we can see it's been added now, yeah? So now that we know that it's been added, what we can do, we can close this down, we can come back to our page here, and we can click Verify Domain. And you can see now that the domain has been verified, okay? So done, right? So that will now allow us to use the domain within the ad to run Facebook ads. But for those of you who still may be finding a struggle with it, it'll be down to the pixel. Okay, so if we have a look at my ad campaign account, now this is just some of the ad accounts that we've got up and running, or some of them that we've turned off. If we have a look at the an edit, this is one I've just copied. We should be able to pick the website here, For My Doggo, and pixel, and then obviously it shows that we've not done any pixel conversion rates here. So for those of you just starting out, you will see that, or you may not see the website here. You add the domain like I've just done. It then allows you to pick the pixel for that domain, and then you pick the conversion event. Now what we're doing here is that will all track through the pixel, but what we want to do is we want to double check that it tracks on the domain as well. So we've verified the domain. We can see the domain's verified here. We want to add an asset to it. So we want to find the asset if we can. So if we can search for My Doggo here, nothing's coming up here as the asset, so that's the page. If we look at assign partners, we can assign a business ID to it, but it's already assigned to us. There's no connected assets, there's no domain thing, so we should be good to go. It's not allowing me to add it in a minute. So what we want to do here, if you go to data sources and then pixels, we want to find our own pixel here, okay? And we want to add people to be able to use the pixel, so we can see it's live, or we're allowed to connect assets this way, okay? So first you may want to add yourself, so I'd add me, and I give myself full access to use that pixel. So that's done. Okay, this is just making sure you're covered. And then for add assets, I want to find the ad account, which is that one. And then I want to click that, and I want to assign the ad account to use the pixel. Done. Okay, so that's done now. And then that will allow you, if you was to go back here, that will then allow you to pick the conversion event, which in this case is purchase. So those of you as well, depending on where you are in the module, if you've not already covered this, go back and watch how we set them up. But you always want to be optimizing for purchase event. So you can see there it shows like initiate checkout inactive, so we've not really run any ads for this for a while. And then there's all the others as well. So you can see here, see what it says, this domain isn't being used on any domain. You can view your available domains. So this is the issue that everybody's facing at the moment with iOS 14. So then what we do is we come back here, and then we need to set up the conversion events for the domain. Okay, so this will just tell you, this is all new by the way guys, and the reason why I'm doing this video is obviously to help everybody who's had this problem, because we're also a preferred marketing partner with Facebook. We have a lot of people reach out to us with this issue. It's messed up a lot of the tracking, a lot of their ad campaigns. So it's really, really important that you get this right. Just pause the video, rewind the video, take notes, put notes in the comments, do whatever you need to do to make sure this is right. So this is showing you that what it's doing, it's an event management. And it's done just so if it doesn't track on iOS 14, you can still track it via your website. So you can read that if you want to, but it's all down to iOS 14. And then you click OK and click Get Started. So these are different ads that we got access to. So what we want to do is we want to pick the top one, which is For My Doggo, and we click down, and then we want to add Manage Events. So what you can see is it's using that pixel, and we're using that Manage Events. Affected ads and ad sets will be paused and may no longer be able to run. We know that. If you do this now, guys, you won't have to worry about anything else. So you can see now all it's tracking is purchase, And that'd be all very well and good, but we may want to track page views, we may want to track add to carts, initiate checkouts. So what we need to do is we need to add additional conversion events. So if you click on add event, what you want to do here, you want to pick the pixel. So you can see we've got access to loads of different pixels. We just want For My Doggo's pixel, which is that one. Okay. And then here you'll see we've got add to cart, initiate checkout, and viewed content, add payment info. So we want to do it the same way as a customer would follow the journey. So once they click the Facebook ad, the first thing they do is they view the content on the store. So that's that one, yeah. And then what we want to do is we want to move that up. So that's not really highest priority, but we could add it in the logic it's done there, okay? So we've got viewed content. We then want to add another one. So once they've viewed content, so again, you have to follow the same thing, find the pixel, click on it, is once they've viewed content, if they're interested in the product, they will add it to the cart. So we want to check add to cart. So that is the next in the sequence of the funnel. Okay, now before we get to purchase, they will add the payment info. So you want to click add event. We want to click For My Doggo. Make sure you get the right pixel. And then what we've got here, we've got initiate checkout, or you've got add payment method. So add payment info, initiate checkout. You've got a lot of different things here that you don't need. You can add payment info, but that is, you could add the payment info, but then they don't, for whatever reason, go and initiate checkout, or you can initiate checkout and not add payment info. It's up to you. We'll probably add the two here. So we'll add that. That's next in the sequence. Okay. And then what we'll do here, we can only add one more because we're tracking different purchase events on the conversion. So we'll add this here. And then from here, the only one we've got left to add is initiate checkout. And then we click there. Okay. So that is the funnel now. That is the customer journey. They see the Facebook ad. They click on the Facebook ad. They come through to the website. So they viewed the content on the website. They like what they're looking for. They add the product to the cart. From there, they would add the payment information in. They would then go to initiate checkout, and finally we get the purchase, we get the cha-ching. So that is how you do it. And once you're happy with it, so if you want, oh, this is another thing as well, is we set, this is a bit more advanced, but we've added different value ranges to it. So because we sell multiple products, we're doing different value ranges. So 10 to 15, 15 to 20. So if you can click on this, we've got 4 different value ranges here. We can set them up, but that is another video. You guys do not need to worry about that. Okay, so you just need to make sure you've got the same setup here with your pixel, and when you're done, you just click submit. It asks you, are you sure you want to do this? It can affect different ads. I've deliberately turned all the ads off on this program for now on this website, just while we sort this out, because we're doing a lot of SEO on the website. That obviously you'll see that in the future section. So this is why we've turned it off initially, and then we'll obviously start the ads up again. So you just click yes. That's just telling you, look, are you sure you want to proceed? Because after that, you're not going to be able to change it for 72 hours. We're fine. So our highest priority is viewed content, add to cart, payment, checkout, and then purchase. No, you'd think that purchase should be the highest priority. It's up to you how you do it, guys. We're just doing it this way, to obviously based on the customer journey, and then you click apply, and then it's done. So that's all set up now. So that's all verified. So now if we go back to our ad account and refresh, we shouldn't see the issues anymore. But obviously this is Facebook. So there you go. You see it's come off this one. So this is an image ad that we're running. Let's see what the issue is with this one. Image is used, yeah. So yeah, it's all done now. It's all set up. So if I was going to run this ad now, I'd just click publish and it'd start running and we're good to go. So yeah, that's how to get around the iOS 14 issue. You just have to verify your domain, add it to the site, add that little bit of code in, and then once you've done there, you just have to set the conversion rates up. Like you see this video, about 14 minutes to 10 minutes it takes once you know what you're doing, and then you set it and forget it. So I'll see you guys in the next video.